Yes, sir.
Yeah. Students, is my PPT is available to you? Somebody trying to stop the recording, please don't do that. So I'm going to start the session. So I think yesterday we have seen about some built-in functions regarding list. So can anyone list out the functions?
len, max, min, any, all.
Okay.
Any.
So I think we have all function to explain, right? So we have completed the rest 5. So the execution of comparison is not been explained. So I will try to explain it now by using the online compiler. There is a Python 2.7. So let us look about that particular execution, and then we'll go for the rest of the thing. So yesterday I think this is the example that I have explained. Are you able to view my screen, students?
Yes, sir.
So I have opened. So here the Python version is 2.7.13. I think from Python 3.x versions, the compare CMP function is not available in list. Okay, in Python 3.7x versions, from 3.x versions, there is. Karishma, please switch off your mic. Is that done? Yeah, thank you. So the CMP function will work only in Python 2.x version. So I have taken the online compiler, which is a 2.7.13 version. So yeah, so this is the thing. So I have taken 4 lists. So in the first list, 1, 2, 4, 3. So here I am using one concept, that is, what is the concept that is behind this particular thing, assignment?
Assigning multiple values to multiple variables.
Okay, so in that case, the first list will be stored in this list 1, and the second list 1 to 58 will be stored in list 2, and 1 to 58 in list 3, and 1 2 3 4 in list 4. Okay, so see here, now I'm comparing list 2 with list 1. So list 2 is being compared with list 1. List 2 is being compared with list 1. So one is, so the comparison will, what are the results that the comparison function will give?
0 plus 1 minus 1.
So 0 indicates both lists are equal, plus 1 indicates so the list, the comparing list is greater than the other list, and negative is nothing but the comparing list is less than the other list. So see here, so I am comparing list 2 with list 1. So 1 is compared with 1, so which is clear. 2 is compared with 2, so which is also equal. 5 is compared with 4. So 5 is greater than 4, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So by seeing the third one, only I can say that there may be possibility of getting greater than symbol, right? Greater than value. So plus 1 is the answer. See here, the return value it is giving is 1. Why? 5 is greater than 4. So the list 2 is greater than list 1. So in this case, it is returning the value of 1. And coming to the next comparison, that is list 2 with list 3. So list 2 with list 3. Both the lists are same, right? 1 is compared with 1, 2 is compared with 2, 5 is compared with 5, 8 is compared with 8. So both are equal. So in this case, the return value is 0. So after executing the second one, list 2 with list 3, the return value is 0. Now coming to the comparison with list 1 and list 4. List 1 is 1, 2, 4, 3 and list 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So list 4 is being compared with list 4 with list 1. So in this case, see here list 4 1, 2, 3, 4 and list 1, that is 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3. So 3 minus 4 means the value is less than, right? By comparing list 4 with list 1, so the value becomes less. So in this case, the resultant value is, the return value is minus 1. Is this clear, students, about the comparison?
Yes, sir.
See, by executing, I am supposed to get the values, the return values. Is this example is clear? Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
What about the others?
Yes, sir.
I have already explained about that, but the execution is not been shown. So now I have shown it. So now I'm continuing the session. So the next function is all. So same like any. This is also works, but it also accepts one iterable object. So iterable is nothing but I think it is nothing but a list or a dictionary or a tuple. So generally, if every element, the all elements of an iterable is passed to the all function, then it, in that case, it returns true, or else it returns false. I repeat, if all the elements in the iterable are true, if all the elements in the iterable is nothing but a list, a tuple, or a dictionary. So whatever the argument that we are passing, that may be a list, that may be a tuple, that may be dictionary. So the argument in which we are passing to the all function should not contain zero values. So it contains only the non-zero values. So non-zero means it should not be zero and it should not be false. Okay, in that case it returns true, or else it returns false. And in the one more case is, if the iterable is empty, in that case also it returns false. So coming to any function, if it is empty, what is the return value?
False, sir.
But here it is
True.
Is that clear? The syntax is all of list name. So here we are discussing about list. That's why I have written here as list name, or else it has to be iterable. So shall I go with an example? Shall I move to the example?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I have opened the online compiler. Please check. Is that viewable to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, somebody interrupted me. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So illustration of all function. Illustration of all function. So for this, I am taking a list. So let us suppose the values are 10. Let it be 10, 5, 15, some 77. Okay. So in the above list 1, all the elements are non-zero values, yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in this case, the return value, what is the return value?
True, sir.
True.
All of list 1. Yes or no? So as you said, we have to get true. So let us discuss. So let us see the execution, what it is giving. So the return value is true. Is that clear? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am taking another list. So here I am giving 0 and false as values. Okay. So in this case, so what is the return value?
False, sir.
The return value is false as you said. So let us see. So it is false. Is that clear? Since the list contains non-zero values. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Even if it has 0, it is going to give false, or else even it is having false,
False.
it is going to have, sorry. Yeah. యా ఇప్పుడు ఫాల్స్ని స్ట్రింగ్ కింద ఇచ్చానండి. మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారో లేదో, ఫాల్స్ని స్ట్రింగ్ కింద ఇచ్చాను, అందుకని ట్రూ తీసుకుంటుందండి. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ఫాల్స్ని ఫాల్స్ కింద ఇస్తేనే ఫాల్స్ వచ్చింది. డిడ్ యూ ఫైండ్ ది డిఫరెన్సెస్?
సార్ ఫాల్స్ కన్నా ముందు 1 2 ఇవ్వండి సార్.
1 2నా? నెక్స్ట్ అది కూడా ఉందండి, నెక్స్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అది కూడా ఉంది, చెప్తాను. ఇప్పుడు ఇది అర్థమైందా? 0 ఇచ్చినా ఫాల్స్ ఇచ్చినా, లేదు 0 ఫాల్స్ ఇచ్చినా మనకు వచ్చే వాల్యూ ఫాల్సేనండి. బట్ ఒకవేళ దాని కనుక స్ట్రింగ్ టైప్లో ఇస్తే దెన్ ఇట్ గివ్స్ ఇక్కడ నాకు ఫాల్స్ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఓవరాల్గా ఫాల్స్ వచ్చిందండి. ఎందుకంటే నాన్ జీరో ఎలిమెంట్ ఉండకూడదు అంటున్నాడుగా. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? జీరో ఎలిమెంట్ ఏది ఉన్నా సరే, ఫాల్స్ కానీ జీరో కానీ ఏది ఉన్నా సరే నాకు ఫాల్సే వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? కంపల్సరీగా నాన్ జీరో ఎలిమెంట్సే ఉండాలి. ఈజ్ దట్ క్లియర్?
సార్ జీరోని కూడా స్ట్రింగ్ గా ఇస్తే?
జీరో ఇప్పుడు అదే కదండి ఇచ్చింది, జీరోని స్ట్రింగ్ కింద ఇచ్చాను కదా, ఇక్కడ ఫాల్స్ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఫాల్స్ వచ్చేసింది. ఈజ్ దట్ క్లియర్? డోంట్ బి కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకా వస్తున్నాయండి, అప్పుడు మీకు అర్థం అవుతుంది. ఇదిగోండి, I have taken another list. So which contains the values 10. So the other value is 0 and the next value is 4. So what is the return value that we expect here?
True, sir. False.
అంటే 0 ఉందండి, నాకు లిస్ట్ లో 0 ఉంది. 0 కానీ ఫాల్స్ కానీ లిస్ట్ లో ఉంది అంటే then we can say all function will returns false. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
నాకు ఇక్కడ 0 ఉంది కాబట్టి ఫాల్స్ వచ్చేసిందండి. ఓకేనా? ఇంకో కాంబినేషన్ ఇస్తున్నా ఫర్ యువర్ పర్పస్. సో 2 zeros, let it be true. So what is the value? ఫాల్స్ ఇస్తుంది, ఎందుకంటే 0 ఉంది కాబట్టి. ఓకేనా? సో ద నెక్స్ట్ కేస్ ఈస్ ఎంప్టీ లిస్ట్. సో ఎంప్టీ లిస్ట్ అయితే ఏమి ఇస్తుంది అనుకున్నాం?
True, sir.
The return value is 2. So let us see. ఇది one true. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts from my side? No doubts, right?
No, sir.
So the
Sir?
list, yes,
ఒకసారి ఆల్ కి ఎనికి డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్పండి.
yeah. సో ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఆల్లో చూడండి, ఆల్ అంటే ఏంటి? అన్ని, కంప్లీట్ ఆల్ ద లిస్ట్ ఐటమ్స్ షుడ్ బి నాన్ జీరో. కంప్లీట్ ఆల్ ది item should be non-zero value. But coming to any, okay, మీకు ఒక్క జీరో ఉన్నా సరే ట్రూ ఇచ్చేస్తుందండి. ఎందుకంటే ఒక్క వాల్యూ ఫాల్స్ ఉన్నా సరే ట్రూ ఇచ్చేస్తుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ అలా కాదు, అన్ని వాల్యూస్ ట్రూ, నాన్ జీరో ఉంటేనే ట్రూ వస్తుందండి. ఈజ్ దట్ క్లియర్ డిఫరెన్స్? ఎనీ ఫంక్షన్ రిటర్న్స్ ట్రూ ఇఫ్ ఎనీ ఆఫ్ ద ఎలిమెంట్ ఈజ్ ట్రూ. ఒక్క ఎలిమెంట్ ట్రూ ఉన్నా ట్రూ అయిపోతుంది ఎనీ అయితే. కానీ ఆల్ అలా కాదండి, అన్ని ఎలిమెంట్స్ నాన్ జీరో ఉంటేనే ట్రూ అవుతుంది. ఈజ్ దట్ క్లియర్?
Yes, sir.
The person who asked the difference, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And another difference is any of empty list will gives you false, but all of empty list will gives here it as true. So these are the main differences. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What about the others? Is that clear? Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, points అయితే
Sorry.
points
Points అయితే ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఉందండి? లాగా మీరు అనేది
అవును సార్.
నో ప్రాబ్లం. మనకి వాల్యూ ఉంది కదా, అది జీరో కాదు కదా, వాల్యూ ఉండాలండి. ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఏ జీరో. జీరో కానీ ఫాల్స్ కానీ ఉంది అంటే దెన్ ఇన్ దట్ కేస్ ఇట్ రిటర్న్స్ ఫాల్స్. అన్ని ఎలిమెంట్స్ జీరో ఎలిమెంట్ కాకుండా ఉండాలి. జీరో కానీ ఫాల్స్ కానీ కాకుండా ఉంటేనే ఆల్ వాల్యూ ట్రూ అవుతుంది. అన్ని, ఆల్ మీన్స్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్, ఎవ్రీ ఐటమ్ ఇన్ ది లిస్ట్. Is that clear now?
ఓకే సార్.
Yeah. So that is the example that I have given here. The same example which I have given you. See here. This is the example. Is that clear? Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So next we have some built-in methods, built-in functions or built-in methods. So previously we have seen the 6 different built-in functions. Now we are moving to the methods. So both are same, functions or methods, whatever it is. But in before 6 functions, main functions important are max and minimum, alien function, and sometimes any and all. So now we are going to discuss some built-in functionalities in list. So the outcome of this particular topic is to know different types of built-in methods in order to do some operations on list. In order to perform some operation on the list, we are supposed to use this particular built-in methods. So the built-in methods are, the first one is append. So I think you are already familiar with this append function. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the method which is used to add an element at the end of the list. So that is already known to you. And the next function we have is insert. So this is also a function which is used to add an element at a specified position. In the previous classes, somebody asked that, so is it possible to add an element in the specified position? Yes, it is possible. So by using insert function. So for insertion, what we have 2 methods. For inserting an element into the list, we have 2 methods. The first one is append, which is used to add an element at the end of the list. And we have insert method, which is used to add an element at the specified position in the list. I think now it is clear the difference between append and insert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the next function we have is extend, which add the elements of a list to the end of another list. I repeat, extend is a method which is used to add the elements of a list to the end of another list. So this is nothing but appending one list to another. Can I say like this? Adding one list to another list. So this can be treated as concatenation, yes or no? So I think in strings, in C programming, I have used appending terminology. So appending is nothing but adding one to another at the end of another. So the same terminology here I am using. Extend is a method. Extend is a method which is used to append one list of items at the end of the another list. Is that clear? Shall I? The next one is removing. So removing. So removing, this function remove is a method which is used to remove an item from the remove an item which is specified. For example, the list elements contain some x value. So I need to remove that particular x value. So we have to specify that x value, and then we can remove that particular value from the element, from the list. I repeat, remove is a method which is used to remove an item with a specified value. Okay, if you want to remove a specified value, so in that case we are supposed to use remove method. So the next function we have is pop. It is also one removing method. It is also one removing method, but this method is used to remove from a specified position. So pop is nothing but you use it to remove an element from a specified position. So general remove method is used to remove a specified value from the list, and pop is a method which is used to remove a specified positioned element. I think you are clear with this difference, Res? Remove and pop.
Yes, sir.
Next function we have is clear. Clear is nothing but removing all the elements from the list. Clear is a method which is used to remove all the elements from the list. So there are three different types of removing elements methods. The one is remove, the second one is pop, and the third one is clear. Next we have, sorry,
delete function కూడా వాడతాం.
డిలీట్ మనం స్పెసిఫైడ్ పొజిషన్ దగ్గర మనం మాట్లాడేది కీవర్డ్, అది మెథడ్ కాదు కదండి. డిఎల్ ఈజ్ కీవర్డ్, నాట్ ఎ మెథడ్. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో?
Yes, sir.
Here I am talking about built-in method, not about the keywords. I think now it is clear.
Yes,
By
sir.
using a DL keyword also we can remove. So that is done there. But here by using some methods, predefined methods. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the next function we have is index. So this method is used to return the index of the first element with the specified value. For example, if you want to know the index position of the particular element, so in that case we can use this particular index method. For example, if the same element is present at two different positions, the first presented position of the element is been returned. I repeat, if the specified element is duplicated, that means presented more than once. So in that case, the first occurrence value will be occurrence value's position will be returned. So the next method we have is copy. So which is used to copy the list, which is used to copy a list. And we have a method called reverse, which is used to reverse the order of the list, which is used to reverse the order of the list. And we have a method called sort, which is used to sort in ascending and descending, both are possible in sort method. And we have another method called count, so which is used to count the number of elements present in this with the specified value. For example, if you want to know some x value, how many times that it is present in the list, so in that case we can get we can use count method. Now to know the specified element, how many times that it is occurred in the list, so for that we can use count method. So these are the 11 built-in functions we have. Students, is that clear? Shall I move to the one by one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Minutes.
All the 11 methods. The first one is append, the next one is insert, the third one is extend, fourth one is remove, fifth one is pop, and sixth one is clear, seventh one is index, and eighth one is copy, 9th one is reverse, 10th one is sort, and 11th one is count. So shall we move to the one by one explanation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The next function we have is append. So the first function, so which is used to append an element at the end of the list. This is already been seen in the previous classes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That the syntax is we have to specify the list name. We have to specify the list name dot append. Here object is nothing but the value. Here object is nothing but the value. That can be, the object can be a number, or can be a list, or can be a string, or can be a dictionary. Okay, so example is list data dot append of 7. So list name is list underscore data, and the value that we are appending is 7. I think the example is also no need. Yes or no? Already we discussed about this particular example in the previous classes. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Already I have explained.
Yes,
So
sir.
see here, the list data contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for this list data, I would like to append the value 7. The third line, list underscore data dot append of 7. So I would like to print after appending 7 at the end of the list data. So see here in the output, the third line, the 7 is added at the end of the list. So just a minute. Yeah. Somebody switched on the camera. Please switch off your camera.
Appa, switch off the camera.
Yeah. So is this example is clear for you?
Yes,
Students,
sir.
this has already been explained in the previous class. The same example I have taken here. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What about the others?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
To the next method, insert. So what is the insert method?
Adds an element at the
To add an
specified
element at a specified position.
Yes, at the specified index position, we are supposed to insert an element. Okay, so this method does not return any value. It just modifies the list. So the syntax is, so we have to insert an element into the list, right? So we need a list. We need a list name dot insert the position at which we have to insert and the element with which we are inserting. Here index is nothing but position at which the element to be inserted, and EL is nothing but element to be inserted. So shall I go with the example? Is the syntax clear? List name dot insert of index comma element. Why we are passing two values? Two arguments. One is for index and the other is for the element. Shall I go with an example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, see here, I am opening the online compiler. So illustration of insert function in list. So what is the syntax? Can anyone tell the
List name
syntax?
dot insert
Name
dot
dot
Name dot
name
insert
dot
of
insert
index
of
comma
index
element
comma element.
Of index comma
comma
element.
element.
Yeah. So see here. So I am taking a list. So let us suppose the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I would like to print initially the list. So list 1 data. So list 1. Okay. Next. So now I would like to insert. Okay. Let it be the element 10. So list 1 dot insert of. So the position, let it be 2 and the value is 10. So let us see the positions. So what is the default index value of a list?
0, sir.
Yes, it is 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I would like to insert 10, element 10 at position 2. So let us print the list. So after inserting 10 element list 1. So list 1. So please check it whether it is working or not. Sorry. List 1. Somewhere I have used capital. Yes, it is here. Yeah. See here. Initially the values are 1, 2, 3, 4 as it is printed. So here I am inserting. So inserting. So 10 at position 2. So see here, the position 2 value has been modified, yes or no? The remaining elements are moved towards right side once. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
I am supposed to insert an element 10 at position 2 since the position 2 element is 3. So without modifying the element, it just inserted the element and the rest of the elements are moved towards right. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Say for example, if I want to add 20 at position 3. So I think the list is like this. The same I am giving here. Copy. Yeah. So what are the positions? Let us see the positions. 0, 1, 2,
2,
3,
3, 4.
4, 5. Okay. So now I would like to insert value 20 at position 3. So at which position the 20 will be modified?
Third position.
So let us see. So see here, at value 3, the value is 20 and remaining elements are moved towards right. Is that clear?
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఇండెక్స్ 10 ఇస్తే అవుట్ ఆఫ్ రేంజ్ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చిందా సార్?
ఏమండి? సారీ
ఇండెక్స్ 6 ఇవ్వండి సార్ ఒకసారి అవుట్ ఆఫ్ రేంజ్ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది.
ఎలిమెంట్స్ అంటారు అంటే ఉన్న ఎలిమెంట్స్ కాకుండా, అదేనా మీరు అనేది?
లేదు సార్ ఇండెక్స్ ఓకే సార్ అంతే.
ఇప్పుడు చూడండి.
లాస్ట్
సారీ, ఇదిగోండి 30 ఎక్కడ ఇన్సర్ట్ అయింది చూడండి. లాస్ట్ యాజ్ యూ సెడ్ సంబడి ఇక్కడ నాకు ఇండెక్స్ 10 అనేది ఉందండి. యాక్చువల్గా ద లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ది లిస్ట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ ద 6 ఎలిమెంట్స్, రైట్?
సార్ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది కదా సార్ అప్పుడు అవుట్ ఆఫ్ రేంజ్
ఎర్రర్ ఎలా వస్తుందండి?
లాస్ట్ పొజిషన్ లో ఇన్సర్ట్ అయ్యి
నాకు అవుట్ ఆఫ్ రేంజ్ ఇవ్వడానికి నాకు లెంత్ తక్కువే కదా. మీరు పొజిషన్ స్పెసిఫై చేశారు బట్ ఆ పొజిషన్ లేదు నాకు, అంతే. అందుకని లాస్ట్ లో ఇన్సర్ట్ అయింది. రేంజ్ గురించి ఇక్కడ అడగట్లేదు కదా. ఆ పొజిషన్ ఉందా లేదా? లేదు అంటే ఏం చేయాలి? లాస్ట్ లో ఇన్సర్ట్ అవుతుంది. లాస్ట్ లో ఇన్సర్ట్ అయితే అప్పుడు అది నో ప్రాబ్లం కదా, మధ్యలో ఎక్కడ ఇన్సర్ట్ అవ్వకుండా లాస్ట్ లో ఇన్సర్ట్ అయితే నో ప్రాబ్లం కదా. ఒకవేళ మీరు అన్నట్టు ఎర్రర్ ఇచ్చిందని అనుకుందాం, అప్పుడు నాకు వాల్యూ ఇన్సర్ట్ అవ్వకపోయినట్టేగా, డేటా పోయినట్టే కదండి. సో కమింగ్ టు ద బిగ్ పిక్చర్, సో whenever we are supposed to add an element at a prescribed position, if that position is not in the if the length of the given list is less than the given position, in that case it adds at the end of the list, since the data should not be lost. Whatever the data that we are adding, that should not be lost. So that is the main motto here. Is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Was the question? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The same example here I have given. Yes. So shall I move to the next one, the next function?
Yes, sir.
What is the next function we have?
Extend, sir.
Yes, it is extend. So what is the main aim of this particular extend method?
Adds one list to the end of another list.
Appending one list to
At the
another
end
list.
of the
So not only appending one, we can add more than one element at a time. More than list elements at a time. Syntax is list name dot extend of iterable. Here iterable can be a list, can be a tuple, that can be a set. The iterable can be a list, tuple, or a set. So shall I go with an example? Is this syntax is clear? The extend method, which is used to extend the list by appending more than one element at a time into the list, or appending one list to another list. The syntax is list underscore name dot extend of iterable. Here iterable is nothing but a list or a tuple or a set. Shall I move to the example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So write a program to extend the list items using extend method. So I have opened the online compiler. So please, students, please check. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So extend method illustration. Yeah. So for this I am taking a list. So which is initially 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm using multiple values to multiple variables concept. List to 2, which contain 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all. Let us go with another list. Let it be L3, and the values are 9, 10, 11, 12, and the next list we have L4. The values are let it be. So what are the items here? What are the type of these items?
strings.
Yes, it is string. Okay, right. So firstly I'm printing the list. So L1 data. Okay, L1, L2 data, and L4, L3 and L4. L3 and L4. So let us check. Yes, the output is clear. Okay, so now I would like to extend L1 with L2. Extend L1 dot L2. So what is the output? L1 dot L2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I am extending L1 with L2. So what is the output as you said? That is 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
6, 7, 8.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm just so after extending, so the resultant value will be storing in which list?
L1. L1, sir.
Sorry,
L1,
L1
sir. L1.
So let us check. Yeah. So see the output. So see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So since L1 for list L1 we are just adding L2. So L1 is modified with L2 data also. So L1 plus L2 is been the output. I think now it is clear with the extend function. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So here L2 is a list. Okay. Now I would like to extend L3. So I have taken L3. So I would like to extend L3. So let us suppose I would like to extend like this. So yeah, 50, 60. Is this possible? Since this
Yes,
is
sir.
also right. This is
Yes,
also
sir.
so it is also possible. So let us see after extending L3. So 50, 60 will be added at the end of L3. So what is the output?
9, 10, 11, 12, 50, 60.
Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, comma 50, comma 60. So see the output. Just a minute. Yeah. See here after extending L3. So the output as we said 9, 10, 11, 12, 50 and 60. So for L3 we are just added 50, 60 which is a small list. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So for list L4, I would like to add a string hello. Extend method can also take the string as a input. Yes or no? Iterable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the same output I am checking whether it is been done or not. So print after extending L4. So let us check whether it is been done or not. See here, hello each and every as a single character. Is this clear? String which I have taken each and everything as a single values, that is the individual characters. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about the others? This is
Okay, sir.
similar to list constructor. Yes. If we pass
Yes, sir.
a string to a list constructor, what is the output? We are supposed to get individual elements of a string. Yes.
String.
This is similar to list constructor. Passing a string to a list constructor. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
What about the others? Is
Yes,
that clear now? Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what about the same example I have given here? Okay. Yeah. The next function is remove. So what is the main aim of this particular remove method?
Remove specified element.
Particular specified value.
If the specified value is duplicated,
First occurrence.
yes, first occurrence. If the specified value is not in the list, so in that case it throws you an error. In that case, it throws an error. So let us see. So this method removes the first occurrence of the specified item from the list, which is equal to the passed value, which is equal to the passed value. If this specified element is not found in the list, in that case, the execution gives you an error message. The execution gives you an error message. So the syntax is list name dot remove and specified element. So ELE, here ELE is nothing but the element to be deleted from the list. I think the syntax is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us go with an example. So remove function. So remove function in list. Okay then. So I am taking a list which contains the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it be duplicates. So duplicates are also available here. So I would like to print the list data which is at present. So L1 data. L1 data. So L1. So let us check. Yes, the answer is clear. So now I would like to remove. So the list name is L1 dot remove. So let us suppose I would like to remove 4. Is this possible to remove?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then, so now I am printing just for our sake whether it is been removed or not to check. So after remove of 4, okay, L1 data. Let us check. See here, initially it is 4, but in the updated list there is no 4 because we removed 4. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the similar way, now I would like to remove the value 3. The value 3. Since the value 3 is presented twice, yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
See here, the value is 3 here and 3 also here, 2 times. So which value will be removed? The first 3, yes or no?
First 3.
So let us check. See here, here 3 values are there, but in the updated list there is no first 3. After 2 there is no 3 here. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For example, as I said, for example, I would like to remove 10. Remove 10. See here, it's giving a value error. Value error is nothing but the value is not in the list. So since the specified value 10 is not in the list, so that is why it is giving a value error message. Is that clear? Since X is not in the list, X is nothing but the value which we are passing. Is this clear, students, about
Yes.
the remove method? So removing a specified element which is unique and removing a specified element which is duplicate and removing a element which is not in the list. Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The same example here I have given. See, initially I would like to remove the value 4 and I would like to print the data after removing, and after that I would like to remove 3. After remove of 3, the data output is like this. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. What is the next method we have?
Pop.
Yes.
Pop.
So what is pop?
Removes the value at specified index.
Yeah.
Position.
So here pop or pop of index both are same. Both are same. Okay. So since index is an optional here. So which is used to remove the element from the list. So actually this method is used to remove the last element from the list, or we can use an index value to remove. To remove the value at a specified index, we can use pop of index, or to remove an element from the list which is from the last, in that case we just use pop. I think the difference is clear. Without passing
Yes, sir.
index value, pop method is used. So in that case, the last element of the list is removed and index argument is passed. This case also used, in which the specified index element position is deleted. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
List name dot pop, so which removes the last element from the list, and the next syntax is list name of dot pop of index, so which is used to remove the value at the specified index. So here the index is optional. Here the index argument is optional. I think now it is clear. Shall I
Sir.
move with an example? Shall I move with an example?
Yes, sir.
Pop method. Yeah, pop method. The same list I am taking. Instead of remove, I am just using pop. So which is initially with no arguments. So after pop, L1 data. What is the value that we are supposed to get here? What is the value?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3.
So last element will be removed. Yes or no?
Last element will be removed.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What about the next one? So L1 dot pop of, let it be 3. So here 3 is not 3 or 2. Let's go with 2. So the index value 2 means, so let us have the
3.
index.
Value 3, sir.
Yeah. So after pop of 2, L1 data. Let us check. See here, the first value contains 7 elements, L1 data. After pop, without passing any index, the last element 2 is deleted, and here I am specifying the index value 2. So that is why the index position value 3 is deleted from the list. This is the updated list. Is that clear about pop method?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any more questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So that's all for today. Thanks for listening. So I did not take in the attendance. Please don't move.
Sir,
Somebody
example.
interested? Sorry? See the example.
Sir,
Yeah. Yeah, if you have any doubts, you can ask.
No, sir.
Sir,
nothing.
Yeah, somebody is interrupting. Yeah, tell me.
sir, out of index ఇస్తే
మీరు అనేది పాప్ ఆఫ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండెక్స్ అనేదండి.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఎస్, వెరీ
ఆ
గుడ్.
టైంలో కూడా లాస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ రిమూవ్ అయింది.
చూద్దాం. పాప్ ఆఫ్ 10. అక్కడ 10 అనేది ఇండెక్స్ ఉందా అండి?
నో సార్.
No, sir.
ఇండెక్స్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ రేంజ్. ఇందా ఒక మనిషి క్వశ్చన్ అడిగారండి, ఇదేనండి. ఇండెక్స్ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుందండి, ఎందుకంటే మనం స్పెసిఫై చేసిన ఇండెక్స్ అందులో లేదు. డిలీట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మాత్రం, డేటాని డిలీట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మాత్రం వీఆర్ సపోజ్ టు గెట్ ఇండెక్స్ ఎర్రర్, బట్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మాత్రం వీఆర్ నాట్ సపోజ్ టు గెట్ ఎనీ ఎర్రర్. ఈజ్ దట్ క్లియర్?
ఎస్ సార్.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir.
in pop method, if you have specified the index which is not which is out of the range, in that case it returns index error. Then what about the others? Any questions?
నథింగ్ సార్.
No, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. Shall we end the day?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.